No, I didn't mess this up. I'm doing this way on purpose because YouTube thinks it's funny to keep demonetizing me without for music for copyright. So I'm not having an intro. I just go straight to live. I'm tired of the bull crap. So copyright that. We're gonna open up tonight's joke before we pull everyone up. We got Stan, we got Justin, we got Black Lagoon Creatures, Tyson and Arlene backstage. But we got to get the joke, and it's a story joke. It's not a one-liner. It's getting harder to find one-liners that are worthy to be told, like on my show. But so a guy is talking with his doctor about how to kind of keep his sex life with his wife like lively. He had a problem about getting it over too quick. So doctor comes up with a solution. He's like, well, sometimes if you masturbate a half hour before you do the act, then that might make you last longer. So on the way back to work, the guy is sitting there running through his mind like, where could he get away with this at work? So he's like, I can go to the bathroom, but if someone walks in, they can kind of hear me, might get made fun of. No, I don't like that idea. I could go behind the alley at work after work, but what if someone walks by? What if someone sees me? No, I kind of just don't like that idea. So this genius thinks of the ideal of pulling over on the side of the highway and crawling underneath the backside of his truck. So that was the best that this guy could come up with. So he leaves work. He finds a good spot, off the road going home to pull over. And the guy crawls underneath his truck. He closes his eyes, pictures his wife, pole dancing or whatever, you could conjure up in your own mind. And, he starts, the whole action of masturbating. So he's right about at that moment, just right there. And he feels a tug on his pant leg. And, his eyes are still closed, picturing his wife, he's right there. It's just like so close. So he just keeps going, but he hears his voice and he says, sir, this is the police. How's it going down there? And he looks up, his eyes closed still, trying to get there. And he's like, yeah, it's the gearbox. I think I can get home though. And the officer replies back, sir, while you're down there, you might want to check the brakes. Your truck rolled over the hill 5 minutes ago. And then he opens his eyes, and he's sitting there. Imagine that one. So that's today's joke. I know you're all laughing. How's it going, buddy? Thanks, buddy.
You're killing it, Ken. You're killing it.
What's up?
Oh,
See?
man.
You're killing it.
He's laughing.
It would have been good if you didn't drag it out so long.
Well, that's the point. You got to drag it out. You can't. You got to tell a story. You got to get the mind, into the situation. What's up, Tyson and Arlene? How you going?
What's up,
What's up, guys?
Doing good. How are you guys?
Doing good.
All right.
Good.
We're doing pretty good. So, how we start this show off after the joke? We have a top 10 list, but we're going to get this out there first, and we'll explain the top 10 list. But Sammy, how's it going?
Hey.
You got it? You want me to get it?
You got it. All right, I'll explain the top 10 list if you want to do it.
There you go.
All right, so what the top 10
What up, Vance?
is, you guys audience guess what's on my list.
It's
and
good,
after we
Brave.
shout out everyone, we'll start this list. What up, Genomic?
Genomic?
Feels different
Mark?
without an intro.
Mark?
I can
What's up,
jump
Mark?
right in. Mark,
Tommy.
that rat bastard.
Brother Tommy.
Tommy.
Got Jay. What's up, Jay?
Tommy
What
J.
up, Jay?
Or that's the veteran I was talking to you about. He's a good dude.
Got this guy double
Double
dipping.
dipper there too.
Got to double dip a little bit, you know. Of course, my chooch showed up. There he is. I already see him in the chat. John,
What
what's
up,
What up, John?
And there he is. What'd I tell you?
What up, Kurt?
Grandpa Chooch.
What's up, Kurt?
All right, that's
Hope
it.
all is well with
Chat's
that.
caught up.
Chat's caught up. All right, so my top 10 list tonight is from the scientists at Oxford University. So these are a bunch of scientists of the top 10 most popular reptile species, considering both popularity and appeal to the reptile enthusiast. So think popular reptiles, like they don't got to be pets, but just what's popular. What do you see in magazines? What do you see out there? Stan,
Okay.
you start off, buddy.
What's popular? Let me go with bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon, not on the list. Now these are guys behind a desk. You know what I mean? Like they're scientists. What you see in magazines.
Well, I figured that's all they're gonna see is a bearded dragon. It's in every magazine.
No, it's not even on the list. Not even close.
Son
All right,
of-
Tyson and Arlene. I know you're new to this, but give us a guess. Name a reptile.
Well, I heard him say bearded dragon, so I'll go with leopard geckos.
No leopard geckos.
Wow.
But like I'm
You would think, too, being scientists, they'd mess with something little, too. I was thinking
behind
that.
the desk, so on Morph Market. But Justin, go ahead.
I'm going Gila Monster.
Yes, Gila Monster, right in the middle. That's number 5 on the list. We're getting on the right path now.
All right, come on.
All right, Stan, back to you.
Asian
All
water monitor.
There's not a monitor on the list at all.
Damn.
Biscuits.
All right, Tyson and Arlene, what you got?
I
Turtles.
yeah, I said turtles.
Yeah, turtles.
Okay, there is a turtle on here, and I'll give it to you, but it's the leatherback sea turtle.
What's up, Sean?
Oh.
Wow.
On the list.
No, don't give me that.
Would have never guessed.
Well, turtle, sea turtle.
But that is such
It's a
a
turtle.
difference.
Sammy said turtle or turtles.
Well, there's no more turtles on the list. That was the only one. Corn snake not on the list.
What about
Yeah, John
crocs or
said-
alligators like John?
Okay, but they're specific. There's 3 different kinds of crocodile or alligator, so I need to be more specific on the crocodile alligator thing.
Cayman?
Okay.
Stan, what you got?
Nile
Okay.
croc.
Yes, now croc is on the list. It's number 9. Justin, I skipped you last time, didn't I? I think I did, but oh well. You guys skip. Back to Tyson and Arlene.
Gee, did someone say corn snakes already?
Yeah, corn snakes was said in the chat. Mission got one
snake.
with American alligator. It's number 7 on the list.
How about king snakes?
No, but there is a snake with the name King in it. I'll give that as a clue.
King cobra?
Oh, that's easy. That's a king cobra.
Most popular.
Yes, King Cobra is number 4 on the list.
I was going to say
Go
somebody else
scientists.
said cobra earlier.
Thanks, Tyson. That was the easy one.
John,
Tyson made it easy for me.
I missed Cobra, but he said the King Cobra because there's all kinds of different types of cobras. So there's 4 more
John
on.
said corn, snapping turtles.
Snapping turtles, no.
Tommy said Cayman. John said Nile monitor or Nile croc, which I already said.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 left. We got half the list.
Alley.
Mhm.
Oh,
No, none of those were on the list.
Freaking
Okay,
freshwater croc, like John said.
so freshwater.
Vance said
freshwater crocs.
No, there's no freshwater, but there's a different type of water croc that's there.
The caiman or caiman or
The other type of water, not freshwater, but
Vance said chameleon.
chameleon not on there.
Freshwater, but water.
Saltwater croc.
Saltwater croc.
Saltwater
Yeah,
croc.
Saltwater croc. Yeah.
Number 3 on the list. Saltwater croc.
That green tea.
It's that green tea.
What's up, Charlie?
So all the gators and crocs are done with, correct?
Yeah.
So what we got left?
Number 1 is something we was talking about recently. Number 2, think Kobe Bryant. Number 6, another name for a rattlesnake. And number 10 is a big snake that's are sold on Morph Market. Now I think those were easy, quite good guess. So Stan?
Retic.
Not a retic, but or a berm, but the other type. They just found.
Oh,
What's that?
anaconda.
Anaconda.
No, they found the rock.
Oh, rock
And-
python.
Yes, the rock. Yes, number 10 on the list. I didn't want to say rock, but it came out.
Is a dire wolf on there?
No, that's not a reptile. Anaconda, berm's not on there.
No, but it eats them.
A mamba, the black mamba. It is number 2 on the list.
Damn, look at Kurt. Kurt got one.
Got one.
Oh, and Mark. Yeah, well, Mark called it, and then Kurt did. Yep.
Okay, so what's
And
another
Dave.
name?
They're not
Snake.
saying Mark.
No, I think that was
Or rattler.
Vance got it.
Yeah,
No,
Vince
no,
got
not
it.
a rattler.
I saw that up there.
Say about their mouth.
Say that again, Ken.
It said a rattler, but I'm saying it's a
Oh,
type.
I know.
Name something after their mouth.
Well, I know.
Say it. Throw it out there.
Cottonmouth.
Yes,
Cotton-
cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth.
6. There's one more, and I can't believe you guys didn't say this.
Hey, they're taking.
So is it
they're
a
taking
snake?
cottonmouth venom and yeah.
Big lizard.
It's a big lizard. Komodo dragon.
Yes,
Komodo?
yes, number 1. Komodo dragon. All right.
Komodo dragon.
I thought you got a piece of that list. You got much green tea tonight, huh?
What up, Prize?
Fry, thanks for coming
Fries.
in.
See, Fries would have gotten a
All
lot
right.
of these.
Now it's kind of like
Right.
your turn to talk a little bit. We had our games. Now we got our questions. So, what is your elevator pitch? Like, where are you from? You know, what do you do? How did you get into reptiles?
Okay. I was born in Flint, Michigan. Moved over to California. I've been in the Navy for 22 years.
Oh yeah, sir.
I'm gonna retire here in another 3 years. I was supposed to retire last year, but I stayed in for a promotion and a better retirement pay. Got into reptiles about 2016, and then stopped for a little bit. Did a couple of deployments, and I just got back into it probably about last year.
Nice,
Heck yeah.
sweet. How about you, Arlene? You want to let us know where you're from and how did you get into reptiles?
I was born in Hollywood, California, raised in Redondo Beach, and I own my own jewelry business. And I
Nice.
got into reptiles because of him, because I was petrified of them, about snakes and stuff.
Nice.
But yeah,
What's
I
your
got into
jewelry
it because of him.
Shout out.
Huh?
What's your jewelry business? Give it a shout out.
Oh, Skulls and Bones. I'm very proud of it. I've had it
Okay.
since 2013. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a
Yeah.
website? Can people reach you on a website, Instagram?
And I
page,
rescue
or-
animals while he's at work and make
Excellent.
jewelry. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the reptiles because of him.
Well, she,
All right.
yeah, she already had when we met. She already had a turtle and a leopard gecko before.
I
But
love her.
kind of turtle.
Oh, it was a red ear slide. I took it from this lady that had thrown it in the trash at in Santee on Santee Street on in LA. You know, in those markets in LA,
Yeah.
like the illegal selling. They would sell rabbits and she threw it away in a bag, and I yelled at her, and I went and got him out of the trash, and I've had him for a long time.
That's cool. That's what I'm talking about. So how many reptiles do you have now, and are the ball pythons the only thing you're working with?
Right now we have 32 ball pythons, and then we have 3 leopard geckos. And before like 2016, I had a more variety of stuff, everything from caiman lizards to frilled dragons, flying geckos, tokay geckos. But over the years, I just narrowed it down to the ball pythons because that's what I'm interested in the most. Just like the scientist questions. I feel like a mad scientist trying to figure out different combinations, trying to
How
get
about it?
something unique and something beautiful.
Facts.
Absolutely. So
Just
what
like
are
John
the
said, we
projects?
definitely appreciate your service too, Tyson. We definitely appreciate
For the projects, I think the VPI Exantic is probably my favorite. I like Hypo a lot. Now going more towards Desert Ghost. I really like Cinnamon, like the Black Pastel complex. Cinnamon, Black Pastel, Mahogany. I'm really trying to get like my main priorities right now. Probably like I really like a Super Cinnamon, VPI Exantic Ringer Piebald. Like I don't know if you guys have seen those, but those are stunning. Hypo DG, anything is pretty awesome. I just got a couple pickups today too. I'm really proud of the one guy that I got today. He's stunning. I haven't shown anyone yet, but he's pretty badass.
You talking
Hell
about
yeah.
One-Eyed Willie?
One-Eyed Willie, that I had 3 pickups today. One-Eyed Willie, I showed people, but the other guy's name is Creature, and he's a powerhouse for sure.
Sweet. If you want to show them off, you can. I mean, but if you want to keep them a secret, we understand.
Nah. I love this group. I'll go get them.
Come on.
Ah, hell.
Let's see.
I don't even know what it looks like.
Whip it out.
Up now, Ken.
That's
Wow,
what she
Pause.
said.
We don't
Pause.
talk
Right.
about it.
Pause.
Think about it.
My mic is working fine, right? Y'all can hear me fine, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm ready.
All good.
All right. So looks like there's a little delay. Let's see.
Yeah, there is a delay a little bit between if you're watching a live feed. There is
Yeah.
a little bit of a delay.
Okay, so I got this guy from Matt at Royals. He's a Black Pastel, which is one of my favorite genes. He's GHI, Stranger, Wookie, and Clown all together.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh. So
That is
Black Pastel, Wookie, Stranger, something else, Clown?
Yeah, GHI.
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 Yeah.
Oh, GHI. Wow. Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy how
Look at
that
that
combo
tail.
did all that washing.
It's like a little
that.
paradox on the tail.
Right.
But I like it. I really like the solid colors for the ball pythons, but this guy has a lot of undertones that are creeping out. Probably be more visual as he ages, but
Yeah, it washed
he's
the
awesome,
pattern
man.
away. It washed the pattern away a bunch. It actually looks really good. I
But
like
the
it.
combos you can make with that, like the GHI Stranger, like GHI Black Pastel, even like the combos you can make that with a normal is just going to be amazing.
Oh yeah. So I'm still
Ken.
looking around. I mean, I think everyone's obsessed with morph market, trying to get red stripe and yellow belly spot nose in there.
Heck yeah. You say something, Stan?
Ken, take over chat. I'll be back in just a minute. Yeah, take
right.
over chat. I'll be back in a second.
Right on.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Can you put him back?
James B, thanks for coming in. All right, we're at. All right, what is your end goal with the reptiles? Where do you see this going?
End goal, I just want to continue learning. I mean, there's so much to learn in this community, working with different genes and all that. I just
Right.
I look at where I was a couple years ago, and like we were talking about, you just expand and grow from where you started at. I mean, getting all the different racks, upgrading your racks, getting the incubators, all that. So I want to see where I could take it. Try to make something different. I mean, the combo possibilities are endless, you know?
Right. Heck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, they are.
You were talking about the 8-ball complex earlier, and black pastel and cinnamon. Wait till you start looking into Huffman and HRA. There are some other genes that are in that complex, and just I love them two genes, like Huffman and HRA. They're just amazing. They go good with everything. They don't do anything stupid to nothing. I like it.
What up,
Yeah.
Pat?
I mean,
And here
and
was Pat.
what's that?
I was just shouting out Pat.
Okay. Yeah, and like I know absolutely nothing about the red exanthic HRA. Still super confusing to me. But that's where you go from there. You know, you just always learn. All these ball pythons are always on my mind, trying to figure out things.
Yeah,
That's
just
what you do.
just
Take
think
it step by step, more or
Red
less.
exanthic is 1 copy. Red exanthic is 2 copy. It's actually said the correct form, because like 1 single copy of pastel is like het pastel. The double copy is the super form. Like that's
Okay.
just like the het daddy gene. You know what I mean? It's called het daddy. That's the single form. The super is super daddy. It's the same concept. I mean, like all these genes act the same 100%. Even clown, you know, like a single form of clown is het clown. You know, the visual form is clown. It's just, you know, putting those 2 genes together, and that's really the only way you got to look at it. HRA is 1, red exanthics is 2. It's easy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Easy peasy, my brother.
Like
Now,
genes, you got your normal form and your super. You know, just like your incomplete genes, you got your normal form and your super.
What is that?
Yep. But yeah, like you want to talk about the allelic complexes, like with the clown and cryptic, that could get confusing as shit. But the only way to breed a krypton is to a clown, because then you're going to be able to tell everything that comes out. Always remember that. Krypton to clown only. It's the only way you'll be able to do it without testing.
And then
Okay.
cryptic to cryptic, correct?
Well, yeah, if you keep cryptic away from krypton, you're good. Like, but I'm just saying, if you have krypton, only keep it to clown, or put it to clown, because then it's either going to come out cryptic, krypton or clown. You won't get no cryptics. Because
And
you
it's
can't
hard to tell between the two, isn't it? It's hard to tell between the two, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can't tell what a cryptic and a krypton is.
Yep.
They look the same. All right. Where are we at?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if you watched that show the other day, but that show the other day, they were explaining all of it. It was actually really good. I liked it. It was all basically on the krypton and cryptic shit. And it's actually pretty good because they broke it all down.
Once you get the hang of it. But we're going to switch the questioning up a little bit. But what is your favorite childhood Christmas present?
My favorite childhood Christmas present is probably from my uncle on my mom's side. Went back over to Michigan, and then he just showed up for me and my brother, gave us Sega Genesis, Sega CD, and Sega 32X all at the same time. And he's like, here you go. I know I haven't been around, gave you a bunch of presents, so this is making up for it. And it was awesome.
That is cool.
Thanks for calling in, Giovanni. How about you, Arlene? Do you have a favorite Christmas present as a child?
I do. It was from my biological dad, and he didn't give it to me. My aunt did. And it was the Shira Princess of Power Castle. And
way.
I just looked one up the other day on eBay, and they're like $200 or $300. But man, that thing, because I was obsessed with Shira, and that thing was fucking beautiful. And it was just a big castle, and I had the horse and everything. It was just perfect. So yeah, that was my best gift.
It's awesome.
Heck yeah.
So next question is, do you have like a favorite childhood vacation?
I think lived in California, flew out to see my real dad in Las Vegas, and just hanging out with my half brothers, and just disappearing from the apartment. We all went skateboarding, riding our bikes, and just causing a ruckus, getting into trouble. It was
Things you do when you're a kid?
Yep, carefree. Everything was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And then
you,
my dad would leave for work, and as us being little kids, we knew where his stash of adult entertainment VHS tapes was, and we were just watching those, and then we would hear him come back from work, and we would hurry up, put it away, act like we weren't doing anything bad. I mean, it was a great time.
And that's the truth. If he's saying that, that's the truth. Heck yeah. Applause for you for admitting that. Not too many people would. I've done it myself.
Every boy child
there was
has,
like 60 VHS tapes. That man was busy.
He had the monthly subscription. Yeah, them things were coming in weekly.
What about you?
Europe, when I was about, I think, 10. Yeah, we went all over London, Amsterdam, Italy, Turkey. It was beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that would have been really cool.
I feel like her and I had very different childhoods.
Opposites attract. That's what brings it together. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But being true and honest, that's like what counts. Like when honesty above everything, like 100%. All right. So what is your favorite adult moment?
Oh, that's easy. Meeting this woman right next to me.
So sweet.
What is she going to say?
Hopefully the same thing.
No, it was amazing meeting him. It was so unexpected. That was a life-changing moment, literally.
Heck yeah.
Everything changed for the better. It was awesome. Like, he came at the perfect time. I think it was one of the most amazing adult moments, because I was able to finally let go of something that was making me really unhappy, and I finally had the balls to actually do what I want, and it was to be with him. So it was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, God works in mysterious ways, that's for sure.
You start meeting good people. Like when you see that there's good people, I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we both went through our divorces, try to meet new people, get screwed over by new people, and then it finally came together.
Heck yeah.
All right.
And now you're in the reptile hobby. So welcome. Come on.
Right. You met a good group of guys here. Like you could start coming out on our Thursday shows if you want. You'll see. We're just all a bunch of wild and crazy guys.
Yeah,
I look forward to it.
They're so quiet, the other two. I feel like we're doing all the talking.
I don't think we can hear the other two.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, can he not hear me? I was wondering that. Can he not hear me? Nope, he cannot hear me.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah.
I can't hear him.
Yeah, I don't hear him. I don't hear him.
Check. 1, 2, check.
Do you hear Stan?
Check.
No.
No. Pat, do you hear
Anybody in the chat hear us?
Sorry, if I keep getting up, I'm sorry. It's because I'm cooking, so I keep having to check the food.
That's all right.
I wonder,
Do what you gotta do.
Does everybody not hear us? Or do... Is it just them?
I think it's
What?
I think it's because we're on our phone, not a computer or something.
Like I said, I started this with my phone. I basically got monetized with a phone. So I
Right.
mean, that's a little weird. Yeah,
He said, I
Kurt
hear
hears us
you.
all.
Yeah,
He
Kurt
You
hears
hear
hears
you.
you.
Jens?
Yeah.
You hear everybody, huh, Kurt?
Because the next question has to do with words like that. Like, do you have a phrase or a word that you like use in your everyday language? Like, come on, yeet, really?
Yeah.
Like something like that?
Yeah, I think at my work environment, my thing is really, dude. And then from her, I brought it to my work life too, and it's wow, really, dude.
Yeah, my thing as well. That's literally my reaction to everything going on lately. I don't even, I'm just like, wow.
All right, so Mark says click the mute button twice, Tyson. It usually will kick the audio back in.
Okay.
That's weird. It just
On the one that he's watching it on. Tell him, though, on the one he's watching it on, though.
Oh yeah, now we're good to go.
yeah.
Oh, do you hear us now?
Yep.
Look at that.
Well, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Appreciate it,
For
Mark.
telling us that you couldn't hear him. That's,
I was
wow.
like, oh, am I saying something wrong?
They're so offended.
No, I've actually been talking the whole time. Until you said that, I was like, oh, no wonder why he hasn't really been answering me when I talk.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're gonna be like, hey, Arlene is a real bitch,
Yeah.
man.
What an asshole.
She's such a bitch. Never have her on the show again.
We ain't thinking like that. Come on now.
Come on.
StreamYard.
Appreciate it, Mark.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Definitely, Mark. Definitely.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
All right, so the next question I have for you is, you just hit the Powerball for $100 million. What are you doing with the money, and how far are you taking the reptiles?
First thing I would do is give my mom a bunch of money. I mean, she was the one that was there for me mostly through my childhood. Then I would get my real dad a condo, a house, whatever he needs, buy him a car so his living situations could change. Obviously, give my brothers a good chunk of money, take care of my family, and then for the reptiles, I'll be happy with a shed in the backyard, all set up nice with running water, electricity, and just continue to grow from there. Have a nice chunk saved up for the apocalypse and zombies and all that. But yeah.
Well, what's the sense of saving it with the apocalypse? I mean, money ain't gonna be worth crap. Then you got to have things to trade.
Yep. Oh, buckets of rice.
Yeah,
He
maybe
knows, I bet.
maybe
Rice,
maybe an
beans.
underground bunker too.
So that's what I'm talking about. I definitely want an underground bunker. Have
Yep,
it
get
fully loaded.
Get it all set up like that Cloverfield Lane movie. That was awesome.
Yep.
I never understood why they put a lock on a door that don't open for a certain period of time. Just fucking put the lock on the inside. You control who gets in. It's not that hard, people.
Thanks, Kurt. All about family.
All about the family.
Definitely all about family.
Stand up. Hell yeah. 100%.
So what y'all do y'all have clutches coming out this year or what?
I hope so. We got a couple big girls, a couple piebalds, VPI Xanthic stuff going. I got a Batman girl that I want to pair up this year too. And then I just got a black pastel from 2022. So we'll see if she's ready to go later on in the year. Got to see if she proves out for hypo and clown as well. So hopefully that works. But we got a pretty crappy incubator at the moment. So hopefully we could get a better one this year and then just go from there.
They're pretty simple to build. You find an old freaking wine cooler or wine fridge more or less on Marketplace or Craigslist for freaking $50-$60, bro. A couple of computer fans and some heat tape, you're in there more or less. So I see a lot of these guys do. I've seen really big ones, small ones, you know, it all certain preference for sure.
Okay.
But you can definitely make one for you. You don't have to go out and spend all the freaking fancy money to have a nice incubator. That's for sure.
A walk-in incubator.
Right? You can do a closet now. You want to turn a closet in there, you make a walk-in incubator.
Yeah.
That's not hard to do. Insulate it off, put heat, like a heat source in there. As long as you're keeping it, 88 degrees, you're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Air circulation and 88 degrees is all you need. I mean, you can mess with the temperature from there. You can take it up a little, take it down a little, but I feel as long as it's 88, it's going to work.
Facts. So I'm assuming you guys aren't ultrasounding then.
No, we haven't got there yet.
Just doing kind of what we're all kind of doing, just pairing and fingers crossed and give me something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we've grown a decent amount since the last year. We had like a fold out picnic table with a couple cages, and now we got racks and all that. So it's exciting. It's definitely a passion, and it's interesting to see how much you put into your hobby and where you're going to take it, and not to be stagnant, and like don't just talk about it like we were talking about earlier. Don't just talk about it, like actually do stuff and move forward with it.
Facts. Definitely. It's baby steps. That's all it is. It's kind of what we do is we just take baby steps with it, and then we kind of go our own way with our projects and fingers crossed and pray for the best outcomes that we want with it, you know. Definitely with this hobby, it don't happen overnight.
Oh yeah, it's good.
I mean, quick for sure.
I got a busy work tempo, so she's awesome. She helps out, changes out the water, spot cleans it if need be, and then if she sees condensation on the tubs and all that, she'll clean it out, sanitize it. So I got nothing to worry about when I'm at work. So that's awesome.
Sweet. Those second hands always help. Shout out to my old lady too, because she does the same thing. Those second hands always help. It's always a blessing. Now, and she gets mad now when I go in there and do it too. You didn't let me go in there and clean them. I'm like, all right. It'll turn that way over time.
I'll have it clean my way.
She already said yeah.
It'll definitely turn that way.
I really want to go in there and clean.
So, like, I heard y'all got some leopard geckos. So, are y'all going to try to pair any of those, or y'all just kind of like those right now, or what?
Yeah, I mean, because my kid had one, and then we saw him at the reptile stores. I was like, oh, this will be interesting. And then we tried to pair the girl with the guy, and the girl was not having it at all, doing like the alligator roll on him. So we're like, maybe not. So I kind of got away from all that.
Right. Yeah, it can be messy. It definitely can. Sometimes I put my crescents together. They want to get in there chirping, making that noise. I'm like, girl, it's going to happen. You're going to give me some eggs. And it comes down after they do their thing, but it can get messy for sure.
Did you ever see bearded dragons breed?
Oh, man. That's the reason why I ended up not breeding my bearded dragons, because they can lose a leg. They clow down, man.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Right on the neck.
Her neck thrashes around, turns around, gets in there, and holding on the whole time, like biting her the whole time.
Damn. Okay.
And you got to watch it because their foot will get in the male's mouth. And sometimes you got to take a pencil or a pen and pop the foot out and make sure they don't gnaw the leg off, because they will gnaw the leg off, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, bearded dragons are a lot of work. Even when you get the babies, like the babies will eat each other, so you got to separate them. A friend of mine breeds them down the road, and he's like, man, I have my whole garage full of babies in separate bins everywhere, and you have to tend to every one of them. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for sure.
Funny, Jim.
Yeah, we haven't got into those, but I seen some jet black ones. I like the Hypo Zero ones a lot.
Yeah. Oh, the zeros are fire. I love them. That gray and white color is awesome.
I like the black dragons, the black and red ones.
The black and red ones. What is it? The monsters. You get the monsters that are all the red and blacks that are really dope.
I thought they was called black dragon. I don't know. I don't know them that well. Or no, they are red monsters. You're right. It's red monster.
Yeah, it's a red monster.
Yeah, you're right. I just know I liked them, and then my daughter had a pair of them, and they was scared to put them together. And I went up there and said, "Just put it in there, see what happens." And I went up there and put it in there, and that dude bit the back of her neck. But I kind of read up on it a little bit before I went up there. So they said it was going to be violent, and I just said, "No, leave it alone, let it go." And they had eggs, you know what I mean? So
for real, you got eggs?
Yeah, she had eggs. I mean, their incubator messed up and they didn't do it right or whatever. But
yeah. How many eggs? Did you get a bunch?
2.
Just 2?
She dropped 2, and then it was like a couple months later she dropped 1 or 2. But they got so discouraged the first time they just picked them out and didn't even try it. Like my daughter's one of like Lexus, my middle daughter. She's one of the ones if she fails something once, she never wants to try it again. And I'm like, no, you learned a lesson now. Try again. Like do it again.
Right.
She likes to learn hard. Like that girl. Love her to death. She drives me nuts.
So Tyson, are y'all thinking about getting any new species in the future, or just sticking with the ball pythons right now, or what?
For right now, it'll be the ball pythons. Really like the black dragons, the monitors, the huge monitors.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll do that. And I always said I'll get a hot species too, maybe like albino monocle cobra, something like that along the road.
Heck yeah.
I
You are interested in messing with hots. What's the laws where you're at with the hots? Do you have to have a license and work with them for a while, or no?
I'm not necessarily sure.
Okay.
I know people do have them here in California. I think it depends on what type of species it is, but it's definitely possible. Like when I was a kid, I went to my dad's buddy's house, and he had two rattlesnakes in his living room, and then a bunch of stuff in his garage.
Oh yeah.
Was it legal? I'm not sure.
Well, I know it's like Florida here.
You also got to look at your city laws too, where you're at.
Right.
We're in San Bernardino County.
Like where Ken's at, he can have any fucking thing he wants there. It doesn't matter. If he wants a rhino or a hippo in the backyard, they're like, sure, you can have it. You know?
Yep. Good to go.
As long as you have a means to take care of it, you can have it. It's crazy. I mean, you go to the reptile shows here, and like some of them have more hots than anything, and they're cheap. They're only like $150. I mean, some of them could get pricey, but most of them are under $100. You're selling people rattlesnakes for under $100.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see the sense in it. Like they're cheaper and they're cool as fuck. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, look at them things. They're cool as shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Not for me. I'm not doing hot. Like,
I can't say that out of the rattlesnakes though. I would say when you see most of the hot people or the venomous people messing with them, I feel like the rattlesnakes would be like the puppy dogs of them all, like compared to a cobra. I would probably like, if I had to mess with one of the two, I'd rather mess with a rattle than a cobra, just
they're pretty laid back, the gaboons, but still when they decide to bite you, you're done. You ain't moving.
Oh yeah. It's just not my cup of tea, period. But if I had to choose between them, that'd probably be mine.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I love the rattlesnakes too, since I was a kid, and it's probably because of the Pantera album cover, Great Southern Trendkill.
That was my first concert that I ever went to. Deftones opened up for White Zombie and Pantera. White Zombie, not Rob Zombie. White Zombie.
Yeah. Jeez, that's like a concert from my dreams.
When was it? 95 in Pittsburgh. I was 15 years old.
Yeah, White Zombie is definitely better than Rob Zombie.
they had that girl guitarist. I mean, she was hot. Like, come on now.
Yeah, with the green hair.
Yeah, well, green and blonde, and that week, and then next week it was purple and blonde or whatever. But yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Like you see that what John said? Our cheapest ball was $250. Could have bought an albino cobra for $175.
Yeah,
Like that is insane. $175 and you got your albino cobra. Cool, but those things are smart. Like I watched people handle those things. Like I just couldn't.
There's strange things with birds over here because there's a lot of native birds and they do a lot with bird conservation around here. So I mean, if that is a predator bird, which it's an owl, I'm guessing it probably is, that there would probably be regulations that I would have to follow. It would probably have to be in a netted area. I couldn't just like let it out or whatever. But yeah, it's hard on birds from what I heard, like up here, like especially like eagles and owls and shit. I never even looked into it. I mean, what would you do with an eagle or an owl? You'd have to have, one of them strings on it so it couldn't fly too far.
Oh, you'd have to build its own little barn setup or like a little indoor setup that's kind of, I don't know, what is that guy that has the falcon now? Millerino or whatever. I've been watching him where he has outside his house. He built like this little setup where you open the door and go in and he sets his falcon on there and that's where it hangs out. It's all weatherproof and shit.
They keep eagles down at this park called Knoebels. I guess it had a broken wing and they couldn't return it to the wild because it was so used to getting fed. So they keep it in this big netted area and throw it fish all the time. And that thing eats the hell out of that fish. But up here they have a bald eagle sanctuary and they brought in a set of golden eagles and like 20 or so bald eagles. Now these things are migrating out. They're finding them like 20 miles away. They're up in State College, like around people and like grabbing people's small pets and eating them and shit. So now it's just like, of course, it's a mess because they didn't think about it. They thought they would stay in the woods and, well, there's more food over here, you know what I mean, where things are moving. So where do you think they're going to go? They're not dumb.
Well, that's like here they built the nice neighborhoods around a pond, and you have gators that come to these ponds. Well, in the nice neighborhoods, they have these little, what are they, like the black little metal fences are like a little over waist high. And you always have like, it was like there for like a good year where people were letting their dogs out back and leaving and going for work. Yeah. Well, the gators will climb that little fence, snatch a dog and go right back over the fence with it and go right back in the pond. And people are having dogs come up missing for a while and couldn't figure it out. Come to find out somebody actually visually saw the gator do this. And it's like, well, y'all all did this to yourself. If you really think about it, you put these little short ass fences around this pond and you let your dog out and go and leave out for work, knowing there's a big ass gator in this pond. It's going to want that food. Then you have people that try to walk their dogs around ponds here. And then, here comes a gator coming on up and there goes the water. Yep. Got to be careful around here, man. It's Florida. They get you.
Watch out doing any hunting. Got those Florida Panthers been roaming around heavy lately.
Yeah, the bobcats and stuff will chase your outdoor cats. You got a little bobcat around, watch your outdoor cats.
You shouldn't be in
the I recorded that.
You can't shoot the gun. You shouldn't be in the woods.
So Tyson, are y'all feeding live rats, frozen rats? What you feeding?
Yeah, we're doing live rats right now. We still got to set up our racks and stuff in the garage, but so right now we're just been purchasing them weekly.
So you are going to start breeding them then?
Yeah, we definitely need to. Gets a little pricey.
The 30, 40 snakes, it gets to that point to where weekly feeding is a bit taxing on your wild.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll add up quick for sure. And once you start breeding them, you're like, wow, I should have done this a long time ago.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
It definitely is easy. Now I know in California, are you allowed to have the ASFs or no? You're not allowed to have the ASFs.
I don't think you're allowed to. I thought you were, but I just read it recently that you're not allowed to. So we'll just stick with rat.
It doesn't feel much.
We just call them field mice. That's all you do. You just call them field mice. Yeah.
Yeah, we have tons of those here.
We'll make it work.
Field mice. What's a rat cost you up there? Kurt would ask.
Anywhere from like $2 to $10.
Right. $10.
Yeah, I think like the extra larges are around $10.
Right. I was gonna say that's for breeder size, right?
Yeah. So I just been feeding everyone weekly. They usually take it. If there's extras, I just give it to someone else that I know is one of my hungry snakes.
Yep, the ones that'll take two.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know my aggressive ones that as soon as I open up the tub, they always think it's time to eat.
Yep, you have those ones, and they're nice to have because they're good garbage disposals.
Yeah, and it's all the ones that she's scared of and doesn't like.
They jump out at you.
Aggressive snakes, you're gonna have them.
Yeah, they're just misunderstood.
You gotta know which ones they are, know how to handle them.
Yeah, so I put red stickers on all the ones that she's afraid of.
Heck yeah. You get that little hook out and do that little love tap on the head, they'll just back off half the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Oh.
Little love tap. Or sometimes if the paper towel rolls handy and just grab it real quick. Boop.
Yeah. But
you ain't tough no more.
Like she was saying, she was scared at first, and now she's gotten way better, and she actually has her own snakes in the collection.
Heck yeah.
Her first one.
Don't ask me what it is.
Yeah, Hello Kitty. She has one named Karomi. It's a blue-eye leucistic clown, and also possible other stuff. But yeah, she's obsessed with that one.
The bells. Everybody loves the bells. Those are always good to have in their collection. Everybody wants a bell in their collection.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty snakes. I snagged her that one because it has clown in it also.
Heck yeah.
So it's a visual clown, bit of blue-eyed Lucy.
Yeah. I think it's possible pastel pinstripe. Not sure.
There's some nice looking pen clowns out there, so it wouldn't bother me if pen was in it. Pinstripe goes well with clown.
And one copy of pastel ain't bad because not every snake's gonna hit it.
Right.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
You gotta work to make a pastel clown look good, and that's all it is. Like you gotta. I mean, if you get them, you gotta curve them to acid, because if you looked at an acid pastel clown, those are awesome.
What up, Eric?
And they're common. They work well together. Or you know, it works well with Enchi. If you just want really bright clowns with less pattern, Enchi as well. It's just where you got to work it. And you got to find, you know, your pastel clown path, because it's just not made for everything. Put it that way. PP Eric Smart Factory. What's up, dude? Thanks for coming in.
Eric, what up? And I see Will there. Will hopped in too. What up, Will?
PP Will.
Python
He's going to get beat this year's fantasy football and the Thunderdome again, because I'm going to win both again. I'm going to two-peat.
No, you're not.
Are you doing fantasy football this year? I mean, you haven't answered the page, so I'm about ready to delete you off the list. Well, you didn't answer. I said everyone's got to say I'm in, and you didn't answer because I start finalizing the roster.
I haven't been in that chat. I didn't even know y'all were still chatting in that chat. I got so many chats on my phone. It's ridiculous. But I'll go on there. I'll see if I can get in there. Let me see.
I think you got to do is say I'm in, and you're in.
All right, I got you.
We should have a couple open spots. If anyone went out there in the chat, you want in on the fantasy football league, you can win a Rep the Barty like mine, Let me go get it. Show you.
Get the trophy.
It's my Reptiles-Kenn. It's not as big as a Lombardi, but it's the Reptiles-Kenn. And I got the first one. And I'm going to win the second one too, because I win. That's what I do.
I win.
It's what I do. I don't know, like in the Thunderdome, John almost beat me, but fell off at the end. And then in the fantasy football thing, like I was just steady all year. I mean, I was the third and fourth place. By the end of the year, I was in first place, and I kicked everyone's ass. I mean,
Come on.
I won. I mean, I went 0-3. I lost my first 3 games, and I battled my way back to first place. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, look, you see Nick's already talking shit. Said, I don't even watch foosball, and I'll take it, Ken.
That's what you think. Join the league and get beat like everyone else. Like, period.
He's too busy playing his banjo.
What up, Rudy? We don't rig it. I'm just
What's
that
good,
damn.
Rudy?
I know foosball. Sore winner. How am I a sore winner? I'm a proud winner. I got.
That's what I say, Kurt. Rigged.
So. I get you. I like the work board. I don't want it. If it was easy, I wouldn't be bragging.
He said it was Roll Tide on there. Nope, that's college, Chuchi.
That's college, Nick. So we got about 2.5 minutes to go before we reach the hour point. If you guys want to shout anything out, your girlfriend, if she wants to, or wife or whatever, wants to throw her jewelry company out there, that'd be the time to do it. Let them know where to find it at.
Okay. Yeah, her jewelry company is Skulls and Bones. So Skulls and then the letter N and Bones. Yeah, she had an Etsy store before. Had about 5,000 sales, but then Etsy sucks. So we're moving over to Shopify. That'll be up and running this year. But just wanted to say I appreciate you guys allowing us to come on your podcast. It's definitely new to us, but I've enjoyed watching other people's stuff, and I'm definitely appreciative.
Sorry, I kept getting up. Yeah. I was making dinner.
Well, people got to eat, right? But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Y'all definitely gotta hop on Thursdays with us. Check it out with us. We bullshit and have a fucking hell of a time, good time, and it's a blast every time we kick it. Especially Nick. You get to meet Nick. You have a blast with him. He cuts up every time. That's our classic Bama boy right there.
Yeah, we got a lot of good characters on there.
And if you ever want to hop on Thursdays and show off some snakes, man, hop on and show off some snakes. We always like seeing snakes. Pause. Ball python, should I say.
Sounds good. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
It's my pleasure to bring newer people, out and help them grow as well. I mean, that's one of the reasons, why I got into this and continued to do this, because every time I get on like one of these people that are just now starting out this journey, it's just nice to see them grow. It's nice to see them keep going and follow through with their dreams. And then, a year from now, I hope to have you back on sometimes, or hell, if you're running with us when make it what you want, dude. Just, chase your dreams. You're never too old to chase.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
That's very kind of you. Super humble. Thank you.
That's what we are. We are a humble group of guys.
I love that. We need more of that in the world.
Exactly. We have a good time. We know how to laugh. We know how to have fun. And, we're not about ourselves. We're about the group. It's a group mentality. And, anyone's welcome. You want to roll with the RW, hit us up. We'll put you on. It is what it is. That's just what we are.
You definitely got to hop on more, man. You definitely got to hop on more. So on Thursdays,
Thank you.
Come on over and hang out for sure.
Yay.
All right, will do. Thank you.
Dan, you got anything to say, my buddy? I don't see your picture coming up. I see you trying. But we got a black.
I don't know what's going on with my camera, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
I don't know what's going on with it. I went into settings for some reason. My camera shut off. But whatever. It's all good. Hey, man, thanks, guys, for coming out tonight. And everybody in the chat, thank you guys for coming out because your time is valuable. So we do definitely appreciate it. And check us out on Thursday, man. We'll be over at Pressure Python's channel this week, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button while you're here.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Ken. Appreciate you, Justin.
Thanks, homie. You already know, Stan.
Right on. Justin, go ahead. Give us your.
And don't forget, become a U.S. ARC member.
Yes.
If you're not, what are you doing?
Hell you doing?
Like I tell everybody, there's speed bumps in the road. Don't let them stop you. Don't let them slow you down. Keep on going over that fucking hump and keep pushing and going. Work on them projects. And everybody stay good and smooth. Y'all have a wonderful freaking night. And thanks everybody in chat for coming out. I definitely appreciate that much.
Sammy, what you talking about? You're rolling with us. You ain't checking us out. You are us. What you talking about? Check it. Chase your dreams always. You're never too old to start. You know, this world we're here for a long time, so we might as well have a good time. So keep your head up. And Thursday we'll be on Pressure Peace channel. And peace.
Come on. Peace.
We ain't doing